Remember in video number 1, when I said to you that we were going to talk about exactly how to have that negotiation conversation, whether it's with your clients or it's with your leader, your boss, someone who funds your organization? Well, it's time. We are finally in the season finale of the Level Up and Earn training series. Today, we're going to have the conversation of exactly what to say as you negotiate to get paid a little bit more and closer to what you deserve and are worth in the marketplace. But we're also going to have a conversation today in this particular video training. We're also going to have a conversation about how you can start to become the person who deserves and attracts what you want to earn. Because that's really the big conversation we're having here today. As a career mover, oftentimes we find that there's a misalignment with what we earn and what we feel we're worth. But one of the biggest reasons behind that is that we don't hold ourselves, don't believe ourselves to be the people that deserve that. So it's a big conversation that we're going to end off with today. And I'm also going to answer 1 or 2 of your questions that were asked during video number 1, video number 2, and then also on social media as you engaged with the series. I'm so excited for today's conversation. Let's get going. Got some unlearning to do? Hi there, I'm Zanele Njapa, known to my clients as the Unlearning Lady, a past primary school teacher and now the world's leading voice on using key unlearning principles to self-disrupt, get unstuck, and transition successfully. Let's do this, right? Let's do this. I know so many of you, when you engage with me as we were having these conversations, video number 1, video number 2, you were going, oh my goodness, Zanele, you're giving us such great stuff. Let's get to video number 3 so we can have the conversation of exactly what I need to say. How do I make sure that I'm hitting all of the nails on the heads as I have the conversation about what I need to be, who I need to speak to, as I have my conversation of getting that beautiful raise that I'm looking for. So that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. First thing though, before you move right along and we start to speed over, is I want to encourage you. You are watching this video on my YouTube channel. It would mean so much to me if you went over to the subscribe button and made sure that you were subscribed to my channel. Also, click the notification bell to make sure that every single time I release a brand new video, whether it's part of this series, it probably won't be because it's the last video, but also if it's just a general video that's got a lot more value as well with regards to your career transition and getting ready for the new world of work, you want to make sure you know about those. So hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to make sure that you are staying up to date with every single video that I release. The other thing that I want to encourage you to do before we go on with today's conversation, which is our last one, is I want to encourage you to share this series. Right in the bottom in the comments is a link about how to register for the full series so that each and every video comes directly to your inbox. I'd like to ask you very kindly to please share the series with 3 career movers who are also starting to rethink how they level up in their careers and show up for this new world of work, especially as it comes to the financial and money space. Please do share that link with them that's in the comments below so that they can register for the series, for the training series, and also get each and every video sent directly to their email inbox. And they can also get the value that you are receiving from this series, right? It's always great to be the person who shares all of this really great stuff with those that you work with your friends, with your family members, so that we can all expand financially. One of the really great things I love about the conversation around finance as it pertains to career moving and the new world of work is that when we start to assist and support each other in how we show up financially and in what we ask for what we charge, then we all expand together. Then almost our generic group consciousness starts to change. And I think that's something that's super powerful. Because, like we started off speaking about in video number 1, when women start to ask for more, now I understand you're not necessarily a woman as you watch this, you may identify something completely different, but just to use this term for argument's sake, as women, when we can start earning a lot more, it means that our communities, it means that our children, our families, those we care about, the causes we want to champion are so much better off. The world is a better place when women earn more and get what they deserve. So you have a responsibility to make sure that that happens. Enough said. Let's start to have our big conversation for today. So 2 key pillars that we're talking about today. The very first one is actually all about how to make sure you become that person. What do you need to do? So now you've gotten so far in this training, you're right at the end. It's so important that in your mind, you are extremely clear on who it is that you need to be. Because if you don't wake up in the morning as this person that believes that they deserve more, that they can ask for more and own that, you really want to jump into that new body of skin almost. So we're going to talk about that. What are the things you need to invest in? Who do you need to be speaking to? Where do you need to be? How do you need to start thinking? Let's talk about that first. That's the first pillar of today's conversation. Second pillar of today's conversation is the really yummy one that so many of us have been waiting for. It's a conversation of exactly what to say as you have the conversation of negotiating for more. Now, here's the really beautiful thing about that. What I've prepared for you is an 8-step checklist that you can use to literally check things off as you not only prepare for the conversation with your leader, your boss, your clients, or maybe just with someone who is funding your organization as you start to get a little bit more of what you deserve. But also what we're going to talk about in that 8-step checklist is exactly what to say as you sit in your chair, whether it's via a Zoom call, a Teams call, whatever it is, what to say in that conversation. And then we're also going to add, amazing, as part of that 8-step process, exactly what to do after the conversation. Look, I want to make something really clear for you. I'm one of those people that prepares before. I prepare so that I have time to prepare some more. So I'm one of those people who just is so big on preparing before, executing like you are on fire, and then afterwards keeping things going. Because as someone who is obviously the unlearning lady, I really believe that we want to make sure we're building habits and we're becoming, going back to that very first part of today's training, becoming that person. And how do you really become something? You build the rituals, the behaviors, the habits, the daily disciplines that get you to show up that way. It's pointless for you to watch today's video and then execute once, but don't find a way to maintain. So we're going to touch a little bit on that today as well. And then I'm also going to offer you an amazing opportunity to collaborate with me. If you feel like, oh my goodness, Zanele, I want to maintain some of the beautiful momentum that I've started off with during this free training series, I want to work with you. Don't worry, I've got you. I'm going to give you an offer right at the end that I would love to invite you to come and work with me so you can keep this momentum going. Because if you can negotiate once, you can negotiate twice, you can negotiate 3 times, you can negotiate 4 times, and keep it going for a very long time and just become that person, right? That's what you want to do in everyday disciplines, in everyday conversations, in every single part of your work and what you do as you level up through working with different organizations, adding new income streams. You really want to become the person that has started to hone their capacity to let go and grab hold, which in my perception and in my work is the definition of unlearning. You're an unlearner as you sit in this video today because you're grabbing hold of the way you used to think about your finances. And so many of you have done that so well. I can tell from the comments. And you're also grabbing hold of a completely new way of positioning yourself, of understanding and communicating your value, which I think is absolutely amazing. Now, so many of the things I just spoke about are from video 1 and video 2. So many of you are probably going, oh my goodness, Zanele, slow down.